I started thinking about that a lot lately too, like how I eat, like with the smoking and stuff too. I smoke a lot of weed, and then just like I want like I don't know. I just want to feel good inside and out. So I know certain things I eat don't make me feel good. Like for example, if I eat something healthy compared to something like fast food or something, I could feel the difference in my body. I could feel myself getting more energy compared to if I eat something and it start making me feel sluggish and stuff. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. It's your girl Jadaichristelle. And in today's video, we're about to take a different type of route, y'all. We're gonna get more in-depth, personal, you feel me? And like basically, yeah, I already know my channel is about my journey. I see my journey and everything, and it's about mental health, depression. I talk about my depression, my suicidal thoughts, stuff like that. So like at the end of the day, I know that already. But I never did a reaction like this where I'm talking like, well, I'm basically, being real vulnerable right now. That's how I feel. And like basically it was this I'm gonna just get straight into it, y'all, because I'm getting anxiety just by doing this. And it's like for some reason I feel like when I feel like this, I need to like just get it done, because it's like that's a good it's not a good feeling, but it's a good feeling to just like let it out type stuff. So basically, Breakfast Club had an interview with Queen Afua. I think that's how you say her name, Queen Afua. And it was a great interview, y'all. Like a great interview. Like the best one I ever seen on Breakfast. Oh, hopefully I didn't have a nipple slip. The best one I've seen on Breakfast Club so far. But we're gonna get into it, y'all, because I know there's a lot of people that deal with mental health. We all going through shit right now. We all go through stuff. Like I go through stuff. I'm literally going through stuff right now. Like we're not gonna get deep into it because it's a lot. And some stuff I can't really talk about, but it's just like life is lifing, but then at the same time I feel like we can't keep making that excuse that life is lifing. We actually had to start healing ourselves, and like first steps usually come from just hearing somebody that knows or been through it. And I feel like she's really gonna help a lot of us, especially me. She helped me too a little bit, and it's just like at the end of the day, I don't know, I just want y'all to hear a little bit what she's saying. So we're gonna get to it. We're not gonna watch the whole interview because it's a long interview.
So let's talk about detoxing and when we should detox and what's the process of detoxing. Should it just be water, or is it limited?
I need to detox like real bad.
Food, or just fruit and vegetables?
I know y'all see Flawless in the back. We got company, we got a guest.
Like sometimes we detox from relationships that do not serve us, that create harm. Sometimes we're detoxing from work that makes us sick. Sometimes we're detoxing from an environmental healing. We're detoxing from our DNA, some issues that we're born with. They don't just come. Diabetes and high blood pressure is in the bloodline.
Like she said, detoxing is basically a way of life. She's gonna say that too. Detoxing is a way of life, and I really need to start detoxing. And I started detoxing a lot lately because I feel like there's a lot of people in my life. Not a lot of people, but I feel like there's certain people in my life that they just be looking at me in a certain way, and I just be like, how you portray me like that? And I never, not one day. But it's just like at the end of the day, like people gonna look at you how they wanna look at you, but it's just like I feel like putting myself first is top priority this year.
Anger, stress.
It's top priority this year because at the end of the day, you are the main character in your own world. Like I used to be like that when I was younger. Like I need to go back to how I was low key, because it's like I really used to be so guarded to the point I protected myself when it came to anything. I was like, you get what I'm saying? I'm getting a little emotional, so I'm gonna just keep watching this video.
The blood, so we have to clean out the blood. And so we start to detox the blood through a change of life, a lifestyle. So what I've done is I've been teaching how to take on holistic practices.
I'm not trying to cry.
Buddhist medicine is my primary. Herbs, breath, movement, cleaning up your house. One of the things I do is I said we have to go home and heal. And the healing is the very foundation. In the home is a foundation. And if you learn how to heal from the home, which means from every room, have a healing room. The kitchen is your laboratory. From soups to salads to juices to herb teas to dressings, everything you eat actually can restore your kidneys.
And I started thinking about that a lot lately too, like how I eat, like with the smoking and stuff too. I smoke a lot of weed, and then just like I want like I don't know, I just want to feel good inside and out. So I know certain things I eat don't make me feel good. Like for example, if I eat something healthy compared to something like fast food or something, I could feel the difference in my body. I could feel myself getting more energy compared to if I eat something and it start making me feel sluggish and stuff. And I feel like all that goes with energy. Like I don't know, it's just Life is lifing.
Restore your heart, prevent high blood pressure. The issues that we're having in our community, it's right in the home. And the primary healers, it's a shift now. The women are the primary healers of the home.
Always been.
Right? And when we can reestablish
I'm gonna skip some of it too, y'all. 'Cause I don't wanna watch the whole thing with y'all. If anything, y'all know what Breakfast Club is. Y'all go put up the video. But I'm gonna just I'm gonna keep it short and catch up, the little points that I wanna catch. We're gonna go right here.
The homes, ginger and elderberry, and getting sunlight and more plant-based living, and people had to start really living and learning how to heal thyself, which is my beginning. I mean, because I was so sick, and that's how come I could feel everyone. I had the allergies and the asthma. Oh, I'm going to pack the clay on them. So every single one of the women or men, they're responsible for their family. It happened last night. I had to begin to incorporate more holistic practices in the hospital, which was my vision.
I want to ask you about holistic ways to bring down your cholesterol. And I'm glad you mentioned blood pressure, and I'm glad you even keep talking about heart disease, because those are big killers in our community that I don't think people are aware of.
Even I'm not supposed to be eating this. This is not good for you. I'm here anyways.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned that, particularly for our men who are dying primarily from heart attacks. And you know what it is? Because men don't express themselves out.
Yeah, I heard that. Look, I chose the wrong time to put the chicken off. Let me play that back real quick.
So what are some holistic ways to bring down cholesterol?
Well, I'm glad you mentioned that, particularly for our men who are dying primarily from heart attacks. And you know what it is? Because men don't express themselves outwardly. They gotta be man up.
See that man up shit? Nah, we not doing that no more. Y'all got feelings. Y'all been have feelings, honestly. It's just, that's how y'all was raised. That's how guys was raised. To be strong, don't cry, don't tell your feelings. Which I never understood that, because that makes no sense. Because at the end of the day, you will want your son or your you need your son to actually be compatible with the person that they're trying to date. Like, for example, if your son has a girlfriend and she got her period and stuff, your son is supposed to know what to do, just based off the fact that he seen what his mother was doing and what she was going through. So I never understood that concept, but that's just life. Like, I guess the guys are supposed to just be strong. But in my head, I feel like the strongest people don't really be strong that much, honestly. You're putting up a front at this point, to the point where it's just like you're gonna break eventually.
You have a problem, deal with it. But women, we go in the room and we cry and we talk about it and we share, we swap what we're gonna do, how we're gonna do it. So that hurt and that rage or that sadness or disappointment, it doesn't just fester in the heart. Because healing is not just physical. Healing is physical, spiritual, mental, emotional, financial. Everything is in that heart. So the heart attacks and the strokes is a backup of all the relationships that didn't work, all the disappointments, all those who promised it didn't happen. The heart becomes broken and wounded, but not just physically, emotionally first. I remember Dr. Africa said that. May he rest in peace, Most High. Dr. Africa, Dr. Sabi, our ancestors, I have to open up with that as well. That he said healing doesn't start physically.
It starts
before it gets physical, it starts emotional.
Yeah.
So that means if you start really tracking back your life and unraveling, you'll say, wow. So it was happened in 1998 when I was disappointed. And then what happened in 2000 when I broke up with somebody and we never resolved the issue. And then it happened, it builds up until the heart can't take it anymore. So it's plaque. So we have to clear the arteries to the heart, and there's some simple ways to do it. One of the primary ways I love is inversion therapy. Inversion therapy is an ancient African Nile Valley.
She said inversion therapy. I need to look into that.
For bringing the soul back to life. But it's not just bringing the soul back to life, it brings your mind back to your heart, your nerves. It's simple. Everyone can do it. They can do it right now listening. Lay in your bed flat.
I did that already.
Put 3 pillows.
Yeah, I did it when she was talking about it.
One on top of the next, on top of the next.
It makes the blood flow back to your heart.
Over those pillows, that means the blood is going to come down through the legs and down into the reproductive organs and into the heart. It's going to begin to dilate. So what we use it as a stent, maybe you could prevent having that stent if you started to invert. And if you had a stint, so you don't get a second or third stint, and your heart are open and pried open, if you invert it, the blood will come down and begin to break it up. But then most of us are dehydrated. We're not drinking enough water. When I read people, I do energy.
I don't never understand people that be like, they don't drink water. That's why your energy is fucked up. And that's why you have bad energy. Because water is water. Like, drink some water. Like, I'll never understand why people don't drink water. I actually need to drink more water. Because I feel like I don't drink enough water. Like I get my, like, trust me, I drink enough water in my eyes, but I feel like I could do more, if that makes sense.
It's okay. I can see you're not drinking enough water. So 6 ounces of water in the morning, midday, afternoon, sunset. But then what can you add to the water to help break up the plaque more? You can add 2 limes. You can add 2 tablespoons of cider vinegar.
Every morning, if you wake up and you feel like your stomach is really fucked up, or messed up, and you feel like your stomach is messed up, just drink water and put 2 limes in it. And I feel like it's gonna just open you up. Like, even when your stomach is hurting too, sometimes I do that. I put water and lime and I just drink that. And it actually makes me feel way lighter than how I felt before. Because you be feeling bloated all the time and you don't be knowing why.
You can have warm water. Just simple things. You can have rose clover tea. You can just to flush and open up. You can also, to open the heart, is to take a healing bath. You know, I know men, they just a quick shower done. But more men take better care of themselves. They're going to the bathhouse, they're going to the spas, they're sweating it out, you know.
Sure.
And that is going to help to soften that plaque, because plaque is hard. Hardening around the arteries when the blood has to go through it.
Yeah, my fault. I didn't eat breakfast. I'm hungry.
And get through, boom, that's a heart attack. The blood can't get to the brain, boom, that's a stroke. So we can keep a stream of life. The arteries are the stream of life. If you can keep a stream of life flowing through your breath work, through your meditation, through your surrounding yourself in the bath is the quickest way to clear that up. So between the inversion therapy, allowing the blood to flow, taking a healing bath, allowing the emotions to balance. Water is an emotional stabilizer. So when you immerse yourself in water, it's circling you, it dilates, opening. That's why spring cleaning is so important. Because as we're coming to warm weather, the warmer the weather, the quicker the healing.
The warmer the weather, the quicker the healing. So around spring, I'm gonna take this shit. Not even around spring, so I didn't know. Like, for real. But she said around spring, the quicker the cleaning.
You don't want to miss out on your detox for your spring cleaning. Spring cleaning, we don't just clean and change the curtains and the bedspread. We have to change our lives. You know, what happened when the holidays came and you were missing a family member who made their transition? You might have eaten too much because you're just stressed out and hurting and feeling lonely. You know, what happened during the breakup of a loved one? A lot of people yesterday were suffering. And
Valentine's Day had a lot of people feeling lonely. But Valentine's Day low-key made me realize self-love, bro. Because at the end of the day, like, I don't know, it's a holiday, so it's not really like something really like important, but at the same time it is, but at the same time it's not, because at the same time you decide what's important to you. And I feel like self-love is important, honestly, because like, if I can't go outside and buy myself flowers, why would I want somebody else to do it for me? Or would I force somebody else to do it for me? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, lately I've been telling myself too, like, I want to start going outside and buying myself more flowers and just treating myself, because at the end of the day, if I'm treating myself, then I'm not gonna really have so much expectations from other people, or like just have expectations in general, like, you feel me? So it's like, at the end of the day, you just got to do stuff for yourself that you know is gonna make you happy. And I want to start learning myself too. Like, for example, I want to start taking myself out on dates. I'm gonna start doing that, like, when I'm really like ready type stuff. And it's just like, not ready, because sometimes you're never really ready. You just gotta just do it and just jump into it and just go straight to it. But I want to start doing that. I want to start taking myself out on more dates and just like getting to learn myself again, because for the past 4 or 5 years, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I lost myself a lot. I really lost myself a lot. And I allowed myself to be somebody that I never wanted to be, or I allowed myself to be in a situation I didn't have to be, if that makes sense. So it's just like, at the end of the day, I'm just like, now I just want to get everything back. So it's like, now I feel like I'm playing catch up. At the same time, God is like, this is actually where you meant to be. This is how actually everything was supposed to happen. Even though it's fucked up or it's messed up, it was supposed to happen this way. So I'm just like, I'm learning to just be okay with that.
Yesterday, we had over 100, 200 people. And why were they on? Because they were feeling alone. I said, you know what this is really about?
Because Valentine's Day.
Oh, Valentine's Day hurt people. It made them through my affirmations, my meditation, I can see, I ask whatever question that you have in your soul, it's an answer right now. You just have to be willing to hear it. Because that question, when you get the answer, may say you might have to change. You might have to change your location. You might have to change that relationship. You may have to let go of some of those rules, some of those attitudes. There's going to be a shift. Are you ready for the truth?
Man, that's so amazing you say that, because I feel that way, but what happens is you'll get that answer from that higher power.
You ignore it.
See, there it goes.
Because you don't listen to it.
You don't want to hear it, but then you have to come back to it anyway.
That's right.
Yeah.
You're going to keep repeating the same experience over and over again until you can say, okay, what is it that I need to shift? How quickly do I need to shift? And then make that adjustment. I think that's the power of maturing. In the beginning, you don't want to listen to anybody.
I'm going through right now.
I'm just going.
I'm literally going through right now because it's like, okay, for example, I'm gonna tell y'all a little bit. Certain people in my family, they like to argue. I'm at a point where I realize I used to be like that, and I like to argue. I used to like to argue, but I'm coming to a point where what I have going on is more important than arguing. I'm not about to argue and be angry with somebody all day. If it comes to a point of just cutting people off, I'm about to really just start cutting people off. Like, I don't care if you're still in my face, I'm gonna cut you off, because at the end of the day, I feel like people just, they be going through their own shit and they be trying to put it on you. And it's like, I already got my shit going on, so I'm not trying to put my shit on other people too. I'm just trying to like just live my life, you feel me? So like at the end of the day, I just feel like you could, like, literally sometimes you just need to put yourself first and find your peace and cut the people off that you gotta cut off, because some people will really be like making you feel bad about something that you had nothing to do with, or like you're just not worried about them at all, if that makes sense.
And then you find yourself at a suicide mission. But if you can actually practice, it's a skill, it's a spiritual skill. But you have to have a good relationship with yourself. And if you just try it one time, ask something simple like, should I pick up this phone? And then your inner self, your intuition said, do not pick up that phone. And you pick up the phone, the person you pick up the phone, they start cursing you out. And what do you say? I should have listened. You know? Or someone, you go to, you sign your life up, you don't pay attention. You can sign the wrong contract.
True.
Sometimes
that happens a lot with contracts.
Take a moment, take a breath. Don't be desperate. It's the most high God in my life.
Yep.
Listen, you take a breath. You take a cup of tea if you need it. It creates a little space. And now you rest on your soul. Because you don't want to repeat this cycle again and again. How many times do we have to go down that rabbit hole?
Right.
Before we can actually...
Some people don't get tired, bro. I get tired of going through that shit. Because it's like, at the end of the day, I'm old. Not old, but I'm 25, y'all. So it's like, I really want to, like, not even get my shit together, but it's just like, I'm on a journey, and it's like, my journey is not easy. I'm not comparing my journey to nobody else, and I don't feel like nobody else's journey is like mine. Like, I'm the only Jadai in this world. It would never be another Jadai in this world. Like, you feel me? I was literally just telling myself this in the bathroom, like, girl, get it together. Like, it would never be another you, ever. It would never be another you either. Like, you watching this video, it would never be another you, because at the end of the day, you're the only you. Like, if that makes sense, like, I don't know, like, it's just like, I always say this too, like, if I pinch myself right now, y'all not gonna feel that. Y'all don't feel this. Y'all don't feel me pinching myself. Only I feel that. So at the end of the day, like, only I can do for me. Only I can save me. Nobody can save me. Like, I never believed that shit.
I got it. I'm gonna pay attention this time.
Okay, we're gonna skip this for a little bit. If this is really important too, y'all, I want y'all to really watch the full video. I can't watch the full video with y'all because it's too long.
And because I know that we're not...
But we're gonna
go through our red job, God, Jesus, just go within. But you have to practice that. We go outside. Everybody do everything for us. But when the power is, it's hit. And then you go in and then you raise the frequency. Frequency raising is everything. I think about our people. Over 10 young people have been shot to death through violence in the street in the month of January. I said, okay, we have to raise the frequency of our family. Because I remember my children would go out, and I would tell, particularly Supernova, I said, those who hang get hung.
Those who hang. Those who hang get hung. Those who hang get hung. That's really important.
You're going to get taken out. I was really hardcore. I was like, you got to juice to clean and protect your aura, your frequency. If you eat...
And that makes so much sense why so much people, like, go into suicide, because... It's like, if you really don't have yourself, like, you're gonna let something else come and just, like, just take over everything you got going on. And that's why it makes so much more sense why people are suicidal, because everything is literally just you trying to better yourself. So if you're not bettering yourself and you're looking at yourself like, it's eventually gonna get to that point where it's just like, you're like, why am I here? Like, why am I alive? Type stuff. Or like, you know, am I important? Like, you start asking yourself stuff like that. But like, if you're really a type of person that's willing to help yourself, or like willing to work and fight for yourself, like, you're not ever gonna let yourself get to that point where it's just like, you're still gonna get to that point where, why am I here? But you're not gonna get to the point where it's just like, you end it. You feel me? Because then like, ending it to me is like really selfish, because it's like, you never know like what you're leaving behind, who you're hurting when you do that, like who can end up killing themselves right after you do that. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like, that to me is a very wild situation. But some people, they just go through it to the point they have to do that, because it's like they don't have nothing else left, if that makes sense. And it's like, to me, that's so fucked up, and I feel so bad for those people, because at the end of the day, it's a situation like you really can't control. Like, you cannot control that situation. Oh my god, I don't want to start crying. I said I was not gonna cry, so I'm not gonna cry, like, honestly, because I got to that point where it's just like, I really got to that point, honestly, like, and I don't want to cry right now, so I'm gonna just keep watching this video. Oh,
things you're going to attract dead relationships, a dead conversation, and maybe a bullet. So I would always say, you got to clean up, you got to straighten up, you got to pray your heart, you got to pray. Don't go out.
Trust me, like, yeah, that's why I'm a little emotional, because I got a lot of shit to cry about. I feel like sometimes when you like just talk about stuff, or you just hear people talk like this, it just makes you feel like you're not alone. And that's why I really wanted to do this video too, because I want y'all to know you're not alone. Like, I go through shit, yeah, I go through shit, we all go through shit. Like, life is life, but it's like, we can't keep making excuses. It's either we really try to do something about it, or like just keep letting life win. I mean, not life win, but just keep letting the things that are, I don't know
unprepared. That's why the home is the very foundation. It's so deep, because there's a
oh my god, I want to put the shit. I thought my camera stopped recording.
Talking to my daughter now, we was talking about, I have 9 on, 5 on. No,
okay.
Most of them.
We're gonna skip to the end, because I like the little affirmation she did. I want y'all to do it with me.
It says, study with me, come to my school. A healed woman, then you have a healed man.
I wanted to ask you a question, because you're in Atlanta? You're in Atlanta now, you said?
Well, I'm in Atlanta, but I'm also in Brooklyn. I'm also in, I'm in LA, but I'm on my way to set up.
Oh, she in New York too, y'all. Who knows? I'm gonna meet this girl one day. I like people like this with mindsets like this, because I feel like they're more evolved, and they went through a lot of stuff, so they know.
It's Wellness Center in Atlanta.
It's not open yet. She's about to open it.
And you don't have to talk about this if you
March
want
the
to.
30th.
But I know that they were giving you problems in Brooklyn with your.
Oh, but see, that's why the house thing, the whole.
Yeah. Let's put them on blast.
They did something with her. I think they try to, gentrification type shit.
And over here with my people. Listen. No, so because so don't try it, okay?
Well, I want to close out. I don't know if everyone. I just want to close out with a prayer.
good.
This feels so good. If you don't mind.
This is a
I'm gonna do it with them.
affirmation. It's come out of heal thyself.
I did it. I literally did it 2 times already, because I watched this video. I watched this video earlier, but when I was doing it, I had to do it 2 times.
If you can call, respond with me. The power to heal. I'm gonna call you. Respond. The power to heal.
The power to heal.
Power to heal.
The power to heal
Is within me.
is within me,
And I have the mighty power.
and I have the mighty power
To heal myself.
to heal myself.
For I am a healer.
For I am a healer,
And I'm healing myself.
and I am healing myself,
And all my relation.
and all my relations,
All my relation.
for all my
Or
relations,
my reflection.
or my reflection.
Therefore,
Therefore,
as I heal myself,
as I heal myself,
I heal all my relations.
I heal all my
And
relations,
so it is.
and so it is.
It is.
Whew. Whew. Y'all need to do that. The affirmation, y'all need to really do that. I literally have a screenshot in my phone too. I have it recorded so I can watch it different days too. But that affirmation, it's like you just feel something like you just feel like you could breathe after that for some reason.
Appreciate you.
But yeah. So that's like the video. I mean, that's the parts I want to show y'all real quick. I wanted to show y'all real quick, because I want y'all to actually watch the whole thing by yourself, because it's like 30 minutes and I don't want to have y'all here for 30 minutes when y'all can just watch it by yourself. It's on Breakfast Club page. But yeah, so my boyfriend had sent me this video and I was like, let me watch it, because he usually, my boyfriend don't send me videos like this, like motivational videos and stuff like that, like not motivational videos, but like usually I'm the one sending him like Sarah Jakes Roberts and like stuff like that, you feel me? So it was like, to me, I was like, oh nah, if my boyfriend sent me this, I gotta watch this. So I watched it and I'm just like, wow, he sent me a good video. Like, I'm forever gonna cherish this video. That's how I feel, because honestly, this is the type of video you could literally watch and keep watching over and over and over again, because there's certain things you might miss, certain things you might need to hear again, you never know. But yeah, life is hard, y'all. For anybody going through it, and we going through depression, anxiety, just know you're not alone. You're not alone. You're not alone. I feel like everybody goes through depression. They just try to hide it. People are really good at hiding things, and people are really good at hiding the anxiety and stuff. I get anxiety just from sitting here and talking to y'all low-key sometimes. Like, literally, I had anxiety throughout this whole probably this video, but I still did it because sometimes it's fake. It's like a fake feeling that'll probably stop you in the moment, but you just gotta keep going and ignore it. Like, most of the time I'm ignoring my anxiety and I'm doing videos for you, because sometimes I get anxiety doing videos because I'll be like, oh my god, the world's gonna judge me, they're gonna look at me at this, da 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 da. But it's like, at the end of the day, who cares? Like, who cares? Like, do what makes you happy. And like, we all got little, like, you know, I feel like like I told you already, I got depression, anxiety. I'm not diagnosing myself, but I'm diagnosing myself because my doctors already told me this already. But like, I'm not like diagnosed, I'm not on pills or nothing. I went against going on pills, and it's crazy because my doctor wanted me to take pills, like mental, like for my health, for my depression and my anxiety. But I feel like I don't want to be like Kanye West. Well, what the fuck? Like, Kanye West is on pills and look at him. And then it's just like, I was there watching this show, this medical show, like this hospital show that's on Netflix, and the doctor was like, oh, he's sorry that the doctor made her believe that she had to get a medication because your brain is actually the strongest thing on your body. Like, he's sorry that doctor manipulated. And I felt like that doctor was low-key manipulating me into getting into medication. And guess what, y'all? When I went to CVS to get the medication, that shit was like 170 something. She's telling me all this, but she's not telling me the price. Like, how you know I got the money for that? How you know I want to buy that? How you know I want to use my money for that? Like, so it's just like, at the end of the day, like, your brain is powerful. Don't let anybody ever tell you difference. You know what you want. You know what your life is for. Like, have faith, y'all. Just keep having faith every day. Don't give up on yourself, because there's people out there that do love you. I love you. Like, I love everybody. So it's like, at the end of the day, I'm always here. My DMs is always open. I'm willing to talk to anybody about anything, because trust me, I go through shit, so I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I'm perfect, because I ain't perfect. None of us is. Like, who's perfect? Let me know who besides God. Even God not perfect, because God committed sins too, like low-key. But that's my nigga. But yeah, that's not my nigga. You know what I mean. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I hope you guys took in what I took in, because I feel like this was really important. So I felt like this was important to share with y'all too. And my boyfriend gave me a real good, my boyfriend motivated me into doing this, so why not? But I hope you guys enjoy this video. Like, comment, subscribe, leave anything in the comment section. Let's open up, let's talk. It's open up for discussion. The comments are open for discussion. We can talk about anything, literally. Like, nobody is getting judged. And if you get judged, you get blocked or deleted. Point blank, period. But I hope you guys enjoy this video. Like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure your post notification bell is turned on to all. And just make sure, y'all, you see, I have this, and this crazy thing is, I had this tatted on me since I was like younger type shit. Like, just keep having, it looked like bitch a little bit, but it says faith. It really says faith, but it looks like bitch. But just keep having faith, y'all, and y'all gonna be alright. Later, y'all.